Hello everybody, welcome to another Rick's Picks. Today I'm going to be doing my review of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle figure Leonardo from the 2000 cartoon by Super 7. Now the 2000 cartoons was one of my favorite of the Turtle cartoons. I liked it because it was a lot darker, a lot grittier. So I'm really excited to see what Super 7 is doing with these figures. Now I will be doing each of the other four Turtles each week. So this week it'll be Leo, probably next week will probably be Raph, and then so on. So first off, I want to thank everybody for watching this video and roll that intro. All right, so here you got him in packaging. So you got the Ultimates up here, Super 7, your age restriction. You get a window here so you can see him, all his accessories, the logo that they used for the 2000 Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle cartoon, Leonardo, some cartoon art, which is really nice. And around here, not a whole lot going on this side. Come to the back. You get some artwork of Leo. Looks like he's in flight. You get a profile picture here. His name, Super 7, Nickelodeon. All right. Now this artwork is okay. You know, it looks a little bit too goofy for the 2000 version of the Turtles. You know, I'm not really digging this pose too much, to be honest with you. I think it looks a little bit off for the characters that we're doing here. Come to this side. Nothing really that spectacular. You got the top, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. And then underneath you have your legal. So, with all that being said, let's open them up and see what they're about. So here he is, out of packaging. Now the first thing we're going to do with him is his points of articulation. So, the head does move. You got a shoulder joint here with a swivel. You got your elbow joints. Ooh, man, that's a little bit tight. There it goes. And you have a wrist joint. Okay. Get this other arm up. You do have a little bit of movement to the body. Not at all, actually. There are like no joints in here, so you can't get any kind of swivel or what have you. You do have a leg joint. All right. You have a knee joint and an ankle joint. So all his joints seem to work pretty well. No major issues with any of his joints. All right. So now let's start taking a look at his finer details. Now, first off, we're looking at the head sculpt. I feel like the head sculpt does capture the overall look from the cartoon. All right. I do like that. And what have you. Now you get into his body. Not a lot going on here. You got your standard Leonardo strap across the shoulder to the hip. And his belt, his iconic knee pads and what have you. Come around here. You can see underneath the arm how the shell and everything looks. Nothing really spectacular about that. Come around here. You got the cross piece for his swords with yellow tips. Okay. Come around here. You can get a little bit better look at his arm. And back around to the front. So, for what he's meant to be, he isn't that bad looking. So now let's take a look at all his accessories. So first off, he comes with an alternate head. All right, this one kind of has a smirk to it. I kind of like that, actually. I think that's a pretty neat looking head. All right. You have a couple hands here. So you have a closed fist. All right. Another closed fist. All right. You have two open hands. 1 and 2. All right. You have his communicator. All right. And last but not least, you have his 2 katana swords. So you have this one here. All right. And then you have the other one. All right, so let's see how well all this swaps out. So let's do the head first. Let's see how well these heads swap out. All right, that came off pretty easily. All right. Nope, that is not completely on yet. There it goes. Okay. So it took a little bit of work, but that head did go on. So no issues there. Let's try. Well, there goes a hand. I guess the hands come off pretty easily because that one sure did. So let's put this back on. All right, let's get a sword in here. All right, so that works in there pretty well. Let's get this other arm up. And now this sword. All right. Now his fingers do have some give to them, which is nice. So it makes it easier to get these swords on them. So the sword swapped out very easily. No issues with the swords. See how well they work in their respected sheaths. Get that one off. And now this one. Spin them around this way. All right. Let's try this the other way. I think that's as far in as they go. So the 2 swords do fit in there pretty nicely. No issues with that. All right, let's try this communicator. Like I said, there is a good amount of play to the hands. So this might just fit in pretty easily. All right. So yeah, he can definitely hold the communicator with no issues with that. Now let's swap out these hands. All right. Do the open ones first. All right. So the 2 open ones fit fine. No issues. Now let's do these 2 closed ones. 1 and 2. All right. So they worked pretty well. So everything seems to work very well with this figure. All right, so let me get into my final thoughts with him. So first off, all his joints move pretty well. No issues with any of his joints. All his weapons swap out pretty good with him. No issues with them. I do notice that his hands are a little bit softer than most of your Super 7 figures, which I'm kind of liking that. It's making it a lot easier to get weapons and stuff in and out of his hands, so I do like that. His weapons do fit nicely in the sheaths on his back, and the hands and head swap out pretty easily. So I don't have any issues with any of that. Plus, I do like the overall look to him. I really do feel like he did capture the look from the 2000s cartoon. So, would I recommend this figure? Yes, I would. I think he looks pretty cool. I think he would fit great with the rest of your turtle action figures and collectibles. So, with that being said, I hope you all did like this review. If you did, go ahead and check out my Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle playlist and hit that like, share, and subscribe. They're all small clicks for you, but it really helps this channel grow. So until the next one, late.